Like a thunderbolt is how Rio Ferdinand described his 8-month ban. His concentration, though, was focused enough for Sir Alex Ferguson to pick him for the first of 6 games before the suspension. Appeals could complicate things still further, of course, but Manchester United's day was relatively straightforward. Incisive from the first kick, Ferguson's side were in front after only 15 minutes. Ferdinand was the decoy, John O'Shea the unlikely scorer, as Tottenham's defence were outmuscled. An injury to Darren Anderton didn't help Spurs, outclassed in midfield, although his replacement Gus Poyet did conjure their best moment of the first half. Tim Howard underlined his growing stature. And United quickly doubled their lead. Keane, Scholes and Giggs teamed up with real telepathy to release Ruud van Nistelrooy, who will claim his 6th in 5 against Spurs, despite Anthony Gardner's final touch. It was too easy. David Pleat didn't panic, but he might have done. And optimistic efforts from the lively Stefan Dalmat weren't going to turn the game on its head. United began the second half in similar fashion, with Giggs supplying Van Nistelrooy, always preying on the last defender. He'll feel he should have scored again. Suddenly, Tottenham did. Freddie Canute dropped deep. Paul Konchesky found himself some space and supplied a decent cross. Dalmat's touch was class, and Ferdinand was beaten to the ball by Poyet. There was no white flag from Pleat's team, but the rousing finale didn't quite materialise either. Dalmat created the best opening with an exquisite pass for Robbie Keane, one of the few Spurs players who could have hooked the ball in, but he didn't. So United are back on top, all present and correct at Christmas.
I thought 3 experienced players were fantastic, Scholes, Giggs and Keane, and controlled the match. But football matches change all the time with a goal, and when Tottenham scored, it gave them a lift, it gave their fans a lift, and made it a bit edgy for ourselves when it shouldn't have been.
I think there was a lot of plus points, not least of all the crowd I think appreciated the efforts of the team, but we couldn't quite get that ball into the net in the second period, but we had a lot of the play.
As for Rio, Ferguson considered leaving him out, but was glad he didn't.
He was keen to play, and I think probably that was the best thing for him to do, is play a game of football today.
And it must have pleased you that in a way he wasn't over-motivated, he just played a calm, sort of steady game.
I think he's like that, to be honest with you. He's got a very, very calm temperament. He's an easygoing big lad, really, and I think that helps him.
I think players that are tempted at any time will look at that punishment, and I think it'll be a warning. So there is a positive to come out of the negative.